From the headquarters of the American Radio Relay League in Newington, Connecticut, this is ARRL Audio News for Friday, May 12, 2017. This program is produced by the ARRL, the National Association for Amateur Radio, and features news highlights compiled from the ARRL letter, found on the web at arrl.org. I'm Sean Kutzko, KX9X.
And I'm your co-host, Carla Pereira.
In this week's report, Hamvention organizers anticipate up to 35,000 attendees in Xenia next week.
Midway and Curry Islands are reinstated to the ARRL DXCC list.
And the historic NSS call sign will be reactivated for the first time in more than 40 years.
These stories and others, plus Bruce Page, KK5DO, with this week's satellite update, all coming up now.
Hi, I'm ARRL member Craig K9CT of Trevoli, Illinois, and you're listening to ARRL Audio News.
Dayton Amateur Radio Association Treasurer and Hamvention spokesman Mike Coulter, W8CI, says that everything is falling into place for a 5-star event at Hamvention's new venue, the Greene County Fairgrounds and Expo Center in Xenia, Ohio, May 19th through the 21st. We're counting down the hours, Coulter told DX Engineering's Tim Duffy, K3LR, in a May 2nd video produced by DX Engineering. The theme for Hamvention 2017 is Same Friends, New Home. Coulter revealed to Duffy that after Hara Arena announced it would be closing last year, the Hamvention Organizing Committee pondered not staging a show at all in 2017. We had thought we might not even have the event for another year and take more time and get it all set, Coulter said, but our team was determined to do this. Coulter said he does not anticipate any problems with parking, explaining that free on- and off-site parking will be available with shuttle buses to and from Hamvention for off-site lots. Maps are now online to help visitors to navigate what will be unfamiliar territory for most. Coulter also told Duffy that he's expecting a bumper crop of attendees at Hamvention 2017. The way ticket sales are going, and with most of the hotel and motel space sold out by mid-February, we're expecting between 30,000 and 35,000 people, he said. It's still possible to buy tickets online through May 17th and pick them up at the show. Coulter said there was a lot of demand for forums this year, and Hamvention will be unable to accommodate any repeat sessions. Duffy noted that 2017 will mark his 35th year moderating the Antenna Forum. We're going to learn a lot this year, Coulter said. Some 600 DARA volunteers are involved in making Hamvention 2017 happen. My hat's off to the whole team, he said. It's a huge undertaking.
On March 31, 2017, the DXCC desk announced the deletion of Midway Island and Curry Island from the DXCC entities list. The stated reason for this action was because of changes in the administration resulting from changes in Papahonumakuakea Marine National Monument, formerly known as the Northwestern Hawaiian Islands Marine National Monument, of which the Midway Atoll National Wildlife Refuge and the Battle of Midway National Memorial, the Hawaii State Seabird Sanctuary at Curry Atoll, and the Northwestern Hawaiian Islands State Marine Refuge, of which they are all included. After further review, it has been found that the deletion of these two entities is not supported by the changes that were made to the relevant administrations. Therefore, the deletions from the DXCC list should not have occurred, and the two entities, Midway Island KH4 and Curry Island KH7K, will return to the DXCC list as separate entities.
Registration is now underway for the 2017 USA and IARU Region 2 Championships of Amateur Radio Direction Finding, or ARDF, which will take place August 3rd through 6th near Harrison, Ohio, northwest of Cincinnati, near the Indiana state line. If you have never experienced a full ARDF course, this is your chance to do so in a friendly environment. Your only opponent will be the clock. Thursday, August 3rd will be devoted to the Sprint event, a short course with 12-second Fox transmissions instead of the usual 60-second transmissions. Friday morning will be Fox-oring, which is a combination of radio direction finding and classic orienteering, followed by a model event for equipment testing and a competitor briefing. Classic 2-meter and 80-meter competitions take place Saturday and Sunday, respectively. There will be an awards banquet on Saturday evening. Organizers of the 2017 USA and IARU Region 2 Championships are members of the Ohio, Kentucky, Indiana Amateur Radio Society. They are experienced radio orienteers who organized the successful national championships of 2003 and 2010. Assisting them will be members of Orienteering Cincinnati. The USA ARDF Championships are open to anyone who can safely navigate the woods alone. A ham radio license is not required. Full information is available at www.ardfusa.com.
Online, via podcast, and on repeaters around the world, you're listening to ARRL Audio News.
Now, with this week's satellite update, here's Bruce Page, KK5DO.
Abdel M0NPT went to Algeria recently and taught about 25 students there how to work SO50. He was able to get on the air and make the first SO50 contact. It has been a long time since Algeria was on the satellites. The club station there, 7X3 WPI, is in the process of getting their satellite station up and running. We hope that one day stateside will have a chance to work them again. Thanks to AMSAT UK for this story. Ken VE3HLS is going to make a short grid expedition to FN29/FN39 and then move to FO20/FO30 on May 20th and 21st. And finally, AMSAT Sweden celebrates 35 years. It was founded April 24, 1982, and their first president was Thomas Johansson, SM5IXE. This is Bruce Page, KK5DO, for the ARRL Audio News.
RAD-FXSat, or Fox 1B, has successfully cleared another hurdle. A mission readiness review was held April 29th at the Cal Poly campus before a board representing TIVAC, Cal Poly, and NASA to verify that all requirements have been met for a safe and successful launch and deployment. Following a presentation and a question-and-answer session, the panel unanimously approved RAD-FXSat as ready for flight. The next milestone will be integration of the CubeSat into the Poly Picosat Orbital Deployer, or PPOD. Launch is set for no earlier than September 21st, 2017, aboard a Delta II launcher from Vandenberg Air Force Base in California. RAD-FXSat features the Fox 1-style amateur radio FM UHF-VHF repeater with an uplink on 435.250 MHz and a downlink on 145.960 MHz. Satellite and experiment telemetry will be downlinked via the DUV, or Data Under Voice, subaudible telemetry stream and can be decoded with the Fox Telem software.
The more than 200 attendees at the April IEEE EMC Society Chicago chapter meeting donated $756 to the ARRL Spectrum Defense Fund. ARRL Central Division Director Kermit Carlson, W9XA, called the contributions spontaneous and voluntary. The Society meeting was a special event at Fermilab in Batavia, Illinois, to which local amateur radio operators had been invited. This donation is a small showing of the collective deep appreciation that all attendees at this meeting expressed for the ongoing efforts of the League in the furtherance of the protection of the amateur radio spectrum, Carlson said in a letter to ARRL CEO Tom Gallagher, NY2RF, accompanying the donation check. The meeting presentation, Man-Made Noise and the Impact to Radio Communications, the Changing Environment, featured Greg Lappin, N9GL, co-chair of the Spectrum and Receiver Performance Working Group, FCC Technical Advisory Council, and ARRL Lab Manager Ed Hare, W1RFI, IEEE EMC Society Vice President of Standards. Over the years, the ARRL Spectrum Defense Fund has helped to defeat the threat that little LEO satellites pose to the 2-meter and 70-centimeter bands, remove high-power international broadcasters from the heart of 40 meters, doubling the size of the worldwide band, gain global allocations at 135 kHz and 472 kHz, battle broadband over powerline, or BPL, defend microwave allocations against commercial wireless broadband interests, and obtain an international allocation at 60 meters.
ARRL Field Day is June 24th and 25th, always the fourth weekend in June. The Field Day site locator is now up and running, and to date, around 500 sites are already in the database. To find a Field Day site near you, type in your town and state in the location or call sign box at the upper left. Listings are also available by state or Canadian province. To add a site, just visit the Add Field Day Station page. The 2017 Field Day public service announcements for event publicity are now available in audio and video formats. There are 2 versions of each, a national and a local MP3 audio spot, and a generic and local MP4 video spots. The local versions have room at the end for clubs to add a tag that includes contact information. Each spot is 29 seconds. Please notify the ARRL Public Relations Department if you are able to place these PSAs for radio, TV, or cable system airtime. For more information on Field Day, contact the ARRL Contest Branch. You can also see May QST on page 93 for the Field Day announcement.
Hi, I'm ARRL member Lexi Kensington, WX1WX of Chamberlain, South Dakota, and you're listening to ARRL Audio News.
Operators from the U.S. Naval Academy Radio Club, W3ADO, and the Potomac Valley Radio Club, W3GRF, will reactivate the historic NSS call sign on May 13th and 14th during the Armed Forces Day Crossband Military Amateur Radio Communications Test. Operation from the former NSS Naval Radio Station site on Greenberry Point in Annapolis, Maryland, will get underway at 1300 UTC on Saturday, May 13th, and continue until 0200 UTC on Sunday, May 14th. NSS began operation in 1918 as the Annapolis High Power Radio Station, using a Federal Telegraph Company 500 kilowatt arc transmitter and 4 600-foot towers, operating in the VLF spectrum. NSS HF operation began about 10 years later, although VLF operation continued into the 1990s. The HF mission was transferred in 1976 to NAM in Norfolk, Virginia. While some of the towers were removed, 3 lighted self-supporting towers remain to serve as local landmarks and as navigation aids to boaters on Chesapeake Bay. A brief video history of NSS is on YouTube.
And finally, a reminder that there will be no ARRL Audio News next week, Friday, May 19th, as we all attend Hamvention. ARRL Audio News will return on Friday, May 26th. We apologize for any inconvenience.
That concludes ARRL Audio News for this week. Our thanks to all contributors to this week's report. ARRL Audio News is produced by the American Radio Relay League, the National Association for Amateur Radio. For more information on amateur radio or the ARRL, visit us on the web at arrl.org. You can also find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram by searching for ARRL. If you have a question or comment about audio news, email us at audionews@arrl.org. This program is copyright 2017 ARRL, all rights reserved. Until May 26th, I'm Carla Pereira.
And I'm Sean Kutzko, KX9X 73, and thanks for listening.